Hello friends, this is Kevin, aka K-Man1, coming at you with another episode of Okami. In the last episode, we went back to Kamiki Village and restored Sakuya to her full power, and in this episode, we are going to be heading off to new areas. But first things first, I mentioned that next time I'd be coming back to Shinju Field, I'd be stopping back here with the finished Monster Manifest, and I'm doing just that right now. Ah, it's you, Wolf. What are you doing back here? You showed Mika's monster notebook. I don't believe it. Every single one of those wanted monsters' names is crossed out. Come to think of it, I haven't sensed any of them recently. But who on earth could have managed this? It's absolutely wonderful. I want you to give this to whoever it was, Wolf. Understand? And we obtained the gold dust. Gold dust is a tool that we can use, and it will allow us to power up a weapon. All it does is give you more damage, and technically, it's better to just go ahead and hold on to this one right now, for reasons I'll get into later, but I'm gonna go ahead and use it as though I didn't have that foreknowledge, so let's go ahead and upgrade our thing. Technically it's better to not upgrade any of the super early game weapons, but for the purposes of just A, making this a little bit more streamlined early on, and B, assuming I had no foreknowledge of what's gonna happen later in the game, it's for the best that I do it like this. Anyways, now that we're back over here, I'm going to go ahead and bomb this crack that we rejuvenated earlier, and we're going to reveal a chest which contains a coral fragment. So, more stuff to sell later on. So now, to finally do the thing that we're supposed to be doing, let's go swimming. Just kidding, we need to go ahead and cross over here, and it will lead us into the next area, which is Agata Forest. And I'm gonna go ahead and draw a lily pad. The solar energy unit above Amaterasu's head when she's swimming is basically your oxygen meter. If it runs out, then you drown and get teleported back to wherever it was that you started swimming. And so, once you get over here, all you gotta do is cherry bomb the wall, and we can work our way into this new area. Alright, focus, Kevin. One, no, dang it. I'm never gonna get that, am I? Alright, here we are in Agata Forest. The cursed zone expanded into the forest? I thought evil would shun areas with so much grass and trees. There must really be some curse, the way it's changed the forest. So, we're in this huge curse zone, and you might be thinking, what's the easiest way to get to the Guardian Sapling? What you're actually going to want to do is jump down right here, and then turn right around and head back into this cave. That is the easiest and fastest way to go about doing this. Also, something that I haven't pointed out before, because I haven't really had a chance to, is that if you're in an area where the camera changes very quickly, but you're still holding in a certain direction, your movement will screw up very, very easily, so that's just something to be aware of. Anyways, time to bloom this Guardian Sapling here, and restore the area. I went ahead and was quiet there to make sure you could get the full effect of that, but man, those things are just so amazingly beautiful, and I never get tired of seeing them. And I couldn't quite get a thing. Oh well. So, we get that, and now we can open this up, and we get the Devout Beads. A new divine instrument guarded by a Guardian Sapling, eh? Wow, Saki's gonna spoil you at this rate. Anyways, this is gonna make your life a whole lot easier. The monsters are going to try to get you any way they can, so you need to equip a good divine instrument and practice with it. But remember, there's more than simply equipping them. They can be equipped as a sub-weapon or a main weapon. A weapon's effect will differ depending on how it's equipped. You can even pull off some secret techniques with your sub-weapons. Even after your 100-year nap, you remember that much, right? I know you're not too bright, but no sweat. No thinking involved. Just try to equip that new divine instrument as a main weapon. So what you're going to want to do is go ahead and put this on main, and then put your reflector on sub. As a general rule, as your main weapon, you use them with the square button. As your sub-weapon, use them with the triangle button. And in general, using your reflector as your sub-weapon will make it kind of like a shield that you can take advantage of. And rosaries as sub-weapons will be projectile weapons. So that's just something to keep in mind. Got the hang of it? Well, let me give you an example. You know that mirror of yours? Well, it acts as a shield when equipped as a sub-weapon, like I just said. If you're under attack, press the triangle button to guard with it. You should test it out on the monsters in the area. Oh, and one more thing. You remember what Saki has said, don't you? The sacred tree in Kamiki Village will bear a guardian fruit each time a guardian sapling is revived. Make sure to stop by Saki's tree whenever you return to Kamiki. Yeah, it's gonna be a while before we're back there, but that is a good thing to keep in mind, and so I'm just gonna go ahead and feed these rabbits. I know I said I wouldn't on screen, but I decided to right now because reasons. And so, we get some praise from the rabbits, and speaking of praise, you might notice that I have a lot of it, so I'm going to go ahead and upgrade my health a couple times. I was waiting until I could upgrade it twice, and so I'm a little bit past that technically, but I mean, hey, it is what it is. And if we come back here, there is going to be a clover for us, so let's go ahead and bloom. I said let's go ahead and bloom that. So, we are up at 23 praise, not very much I know, but we'll get back to it in we'll get more, not back to it in just a little while. Anyways, when you come through here, then be prepared, is all I have to say. Hark! The call of the heavens, the earth, the sea. They summon me forth to defeat evil. Waka, the god's gift to man, is here. Bonjour. Tao Master Waka. We heard him mentioned earlier by the priest of the Moon Shrine, so now we finally get to put a face to the name. What's up with that guy? That crimson shading and divine instrument on your back. You look kinda weird, but I reckon you pack a punch, baby. Hey, think you're so special way up there, huh? Get down here and talk face to... Wait, did he say crimson shading? Can he see Ami's true form? So it turns out his flute was a lightsaber. Who knew? Hey, he drew a sword. This is how I get my point across, pun intended. The moment the cursed zone started spreading across Nippon, I saw the shadowy figure that removed the sacred sword Tsukuyomi flee into Kamiki Village and seal the entrance with a huge rock. You guys know anything about that? This guy gives me the creeps. You better keep your eye on him. Huh? Ami, you getting all worked up again? Magnifique. I wouldn't have it any other way. Now you shall get an earful of my beloved sword. Behold, pillow talk. Yeah, no comment again. But now it is time for a battle against Tao Master Waka. And yes, it's going to be a battle. Let's rock, baby! So, basically what you're going to want to do in order to deal with Waka is... he's going to attack you, and every now and again he will throw his sword at you. And what you're going to want to do, once he finally does it, is power slash it back at him, and then just wail on him with your rosary. Rosaries are very good weapons for this fight, because whether you have them equipped as your main weapon or sub-weapon, you're able to keep him at a distance and deal lots of damage in a fairly short period of time. And just as a side note, when it comes to controlling rosaries, what you're going to want to do is press the square in rhythm, but also mash the square while you're in the middle of your attack. Mash the square button in the middle of your attack, in order to maximize your damage. And rosaries are also very good weapons for racking up a lot of godhood very quickly, so definitely something worth taking advantage of. But we are already done with the fight, and it's as simple as that. It's been quite some time since I've tasted your power, Amaterasu. That's enough for now. Too late now. You're the one who picked the fight. Hey, wait. You know this guy, Ami? Well, that was pretty tactless. Excusez-moi, baby. You see, I was looking into that curse zone that struck this area. It consumed all in its path, even the light of the sun. It is the curse of Orochi, the legendary 8-headed serpent. Orochi? Do not utter that name without reason. That alone can curse the weak of mind. Orochi was slain 100 years ago by Nagi and Shiranui, and its evil spirit was sealed away in the Moon Cave, which I guarded. You know, the cave in the middle of the lake over on Shinshu Field? But someone has gone and freed Orochi by removing Tsukiyomi. The beast's evil has caused a cursed zone to cover the East Lands. I never thought the sacred sword could be so easily removed. Whoever did it waited till I was back in the capital. It seems things are afoot that even I did not prophesize. We're way ahead of you, pretty boy. We've been busy dispelling the curse left and right. That Orochi's gonna be mincemeat when we're through with him. Him, I don't know. So, you're the ones who've revived the trees in this area. But a lot of time's passed since Orochi's return. You'd better pick up the pace, mon chéri. What? I'm sorry to say, our battle just now was a big disappointment. You're not what you used to be, Amaterasu. You may have defeated Orochi long ago, but one cannot dwell on past glories. You have weakened greatly during your 100-year slumber. That's enough. Now tell me about that shadowy figure you saw fleeing to Kamiki. How do we know it wasn't you? Relax, my little bouncing friend. Oh, I almost forgot. I have a little prophecy for you. I can see into the future, you know. I foresee a log and big thrills. You'll know what I'm talking about when the time comes. Anyway, I must be off. The work of a prophet is never done. Au revoir, baby. What a freak! Who the heck does he think he is? Hey, wake up, Ami. We got work to do. So, that was Waka, and we're going to be dealing with him a lot in the well, not the near future, but we're going to be dealing with him a lot in the future. So, I'll explain a little bit. How did I not get perfect on time? Really? I nailed that fight. I don't care what anyone says. Whatever, there's stuff to do around in Agata Forest, so let's go ahead and jump into it. First thing we're going to want to do is come over in this general direction and head up over through this cave. And up here at the top, there's this rock that we can't do anything about, and these chests that we can't do anything about. But if we come in here, there's going to be something we can do stuff about. And by stuff, I mean one thing in particular. Well, two things, technically. First, there's a chest with the stray bead. Nice and easy. Sorry for the awkward cut, but I dropped everything, and everything was torn asunder, rather. It didn't fall asunder. You've come, White Wolf, and you look troubled. You may call me Madame Fawn. I read bones to see the future. I knew you would come. I saw it in a vision. Bone Reader, Madame Fawn. It looks like the world outside is in great chaos. This is not to say that it was not predestined to happen. However, this year is special. This is the 100th year since Nagi and Shiranui's adventure. You saw the enormous cursed area on your way here, did you not? Land rendered barren. All who approach tainted by darkness. Only one creature possesses the power to control this. Hiccups. Orochi. Even so, the rate at which it spreads, incredible. The curse can only be lifted by restoring the Guardian Saplings. I can see the curse has been lifted. It appears that some brave soul has stood up to Orochi. That's enough idle talk for now. I'm trying to run a business here. Like I told you, I am a fortune teller. The bones reveal all. If you have money, I can even tell your future, Wolf. Interested? No. Fortune teller fare is pretty standard throughout most games. Basically, it'll give you a little hint as to what you're supposed to do in the near future. But I've played this game before and I don't need it. So, yeah. Not gonna bother with that. And you won't need to either, because if you're playing along with my Let's Play, then, well, you'll know. Because reasons. Anyways, let's go a little more exploring. Let's go do a little bit more exploring around the area. First of all, there's this thing here that we can bloom. I guess it's a bud. And it is a traveler's charm, very, very nice. Not overly useful, to be completely honest, but, you know, I take what I can. Excuse me, Wall. I take what I can get. Anyways, let's talk to this guy. It's Karure. Well, now there's something you don't see every day. A white wolf. You look just like that Shiranui. There used to be lots of animals here in Agata Forest, but they started to disappear when the number of monsters increased. Oh, listen to me. Now it's hardly the time for that kind of chat. I wonder what could have happened. I don't suppose you bumped into my son in the forest, did you? Narai River was flooded during the storm the other day, you see. The bridge to Kusa village was completely washed away. I asked my son to get to work on building a new bridge, but he's so busy with that dog of his that he just won't make a start. The dog my son's so smitten with is called Ume. I found him injured in the forest a long time ago. My son nursed him back to health, so he's a bit overprotective. He's become so soft that he has no sense of adventure now at all. But if a man lives in the forest, there are things he has to do. That's why I'm determined to get him to build a new bridge. I'm sure he can do it, I just have to trust in him and be patient. So, this guy's son is actually going to be pivotal in the events of the near future, because we're going to need his help in order to progress to future areas. Anyways, this is a Devil Gate, but there aren't going to be any new enemies, so I'm just going to go until I am done with it. Alright, so now that we're done with that, we summoned a walnut. I'm not gonna take care of that quite yet, but whoo boy. And we feed the monkeys, and we get some praise for it. Very, very nice. That kid over there is the guy we need to talk to, but we're not gonna take care of that quite yet because I am more a fan of getting sidetracked and doing unnecessary stuff. Here we get an Infinity Stone, which is very, very cool. And I am just going to cross over into this direction. If we come back over here, there will be a chest buried, and if we dig it up, then we will get none other than a stray bead. Very, very nice. And I want to say down here is the guy I'm really wanting to touch. No, that's Susano. I stopped spoiling anything, you can see his icon. I'm trying to find one guy in particular, but I don't remember exactly where he's supposed to be. Where are you, guy? There are deer and stuff you can feed here, but, I mean, animals are pretty common. Alright, yes, this is the guy I'm looking for. First, we're gonna hit this chest, and get a scroll. Battle tips. I don't know what that's all about. Oh, how funny. I don't think I've seen a white wolf before. What's your name? What? Come on, tell me your name. You may only be a wolf, but manners are manners. The name's Isu, and this verbal here is Amaterasu. That's a bit of a mouthful. Let's go with Chalky, shall we? As for me, I'm the infamous Fang Trader. Yes, I'm the Great Kiba. The Great Fang Trader Kiba. Now then, Chalky, you know about monster leftovers, right? You know what you get when you defeat a monster? I'm talking about the Demon Fangs. Demon Fangs? All you need to do is tan those monsters' hides, and then drop a Demon Fang just before they disappear. The aristocrats love to have them as a symbol of power. They'll pay any price you care to ask. So then, Chalky, got any of them on you? Naturally, I don't expect you to give them to me for free. I, the Great Kiba, have collected treasures from all over Nippon. We can do a swap. Trade Demon Fangs for treasures? Heck yeah. So, Demon Fangs. They are useful for buying stuff from specific Demon Fang merchants. For the first guy right here, I actually could, if I just ground a little bit more off screen, get all three of these. But these are going to be extra, I think they're called artifacts is the formal term for them. But they're going to be extra equipment that will have different effects depending on what they are. The two I'm going to be picking up are the Peace Bell, which will keep demon scrolls at bay, so you won't have to worry about them. And I'm also going to be grabbing the Golden Lucky Cat, which is just going to be a very big convenience factor by drawing money and other valuables near. So, in order to equip those, you just want to go to Equipment and put them in these slots. You can only have 3 of the artifacts equipped at a time, but you're very rarely going to need more than 3. And there are a couple times where more would be useful, but those are few and far between. Anyways, that's pretty much all I wanted to take care of in this episode. So, I can say that we restored the Guardian Sapling here in Agata Forest, and got a little bit of an indication as to what we need to do within the near future here. And in the next episode, we're going to be looking around and seeing what there is for us to do. See you guys then.